everyone and welcome. My name is Katelin Urgo and I am a 23-year-old writer, and I don't know about you, but I am very ready for 2020 to finally be over. This has been a very long year, and I know that 2021 isn't going to magically be any better, but I am really excited about all of the resolutions that I have been working on going into a brand new year. I did not set any writing resolutions going into 2020. I did not think that I was going to be getting any major writing done. I didn't think that writing was going to be a full-time gig for me. It's still not a full-time gig for me, but I just didn't realize how much writing I was going to be getting done, so I didn't have any kind of goals for anything writing related this past year, but I ended up getting a bunch of writing done. So I'm really excited to actually have some goals and resolutions and have some things that I can kind of look forward to in this new year. I figured I would share all of my 2021 writing resolutions with you guys so you can either partake in them with me, or you guys can share your own writing resolutions or just resolutions in general, and I would love to hear all about what your guys' plans are for this new year. If you're not already, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and if you haven't yet clicked that notification bell, then you may want to do so because I have a bunch of fun content coming out in 2021 and I don't want you guys to miss any of it. Let's talk about my resolutions. My first resolution isn't actually related to writing at all. It is that I would like to read more classic literature. I feel like I definitely hold some resentment towards classic literature just because we were all forced to read it in high school. No one liked it. It was very convoluted. I hated being forced to read it all. It was terrible. So I definitely need to work through some of that, and I figured the best way to do it is to just sit down and start reading because I want to. And I think looking at some of the classic books that I'm going to be reading through a writer's lens is going to be really interesting to kind of understand why these books are so famous and are considered classic at all. If you would like to join me on this classic literature journey, then you can go ahead and head over to my Discord server and join that. I have a whole channel dedicated to book recommendations, so I'm going to be sharing with you guys what books I'm reading and what my thoughts are, and I'd love to hear what you guys have to say and we can get a little discussion going in the chat. My second resolution is that I would like to publish my book, All That's Forgotten. I know a lot of you guys are on this journey because you know that I finished writing a book and I'm going to be publishing it, and you're here to follow along on all of that, and I'm sitting here telling you right now that my book will be published in the year 2021, come hell or high water. I am getting it out there for you guys. Along that same vein, my third resolution is that I would like to get my NaNoWriMo book ready to be published on Wattpad. I am really excited about the prospect of getting back into that community. I have not posted my writing online for anyone to read since my fanfiction days, which was quite some time ago. So I am very excited about getting into that kind of community again, and I think my Nano book is just wild enough to go ahead and post it for you guys. My next resolution is that I am going to do one thing per month to learn and improve upon my craft. I went to theater school, for those of you who don't know, and something that they always tell you is that you constantly need to be in class. You always need to be in acting class. You always need to be improving and learning and growing as a performer, and I'm going to apply that same mindset to my writing. I am going to do one thing per month to learn more and grow in my writing. That may be watching a masterclass online, which if you haven't watched any writing masterclasses, you definitely should because they're wonderful. Or maybe it's reading a book on writing, or maybe it's reading a biography of an author. Anything like that. I am going to really kind of delve deep and make sure that every single day I am growing in my writing and I'm learning more and becoming a better writer, a better author with each day that passes, because I know that I have a long way to go. I know my writing isn't the best that it could be, and I want it to be. So that is something that I'm really going to focus on this year, is learning and growing as an author. My next resolution is kind of similar. It's that I want to learn more about the publishing industry. I am kind of ashamed to say I couldn't tell you the first thing about the publishing industry. I know the very basics that most anyone knows, but I want to delve a little bit deeper, and I really want to understand the ins and outs of this industry. I want to know certain publishing houses that publish works that I might be able to fit into. I want to research agents. I want to just learn as much as I can about this industry as a whole. And I really want to be able to sit back and say that I am an educated author and I know, what the process is like from the minute that you finish writing your book to the minute that a publisher buys it or anything like that. I want to know all of it. My next resolution is that I want to do more prompts. If you guys have followed me from the beginning, you know that I am a huge fan of writing prompts. I think they are a great way to get unblocked. They're a great warm-up to do actual writing. They're a great way to spark new ideas. I love prompts. I think they're great. They're just the right bit of mindless, but also mindful, if that makes sense. And I love doing them, so I'm going to be challenging myself to do a writing prompt per month. And I've actually created this thing called the Live Writing Challenge here on my channel. If you were able to participate in the one just before Christmas, then you definitely need to comment and tell people how great it was, because it was so much fun. The Live Writing Challenge is basically where I get on YouTube Live once a month and I challenge you as well as myself to answer a prompt and then navigate through twists and plot turns and all of that along the way, and you end up with about 45 minutes of writing, and it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of crazy, but it's a great way to, number one, write with you guys again. I was so sad after Nano ended because I loved getting on live and writing with you and having that community where we could all kind of sit and get our work done together, and I loved that. So in order to kind of bring that community back, I've created these live writing challenges. So keep your eyes peeled. They're going to be happening once a month on this channel, and I'm really, really excited about them. The last one we did was so fun and I loved what I wrote. Hopefully we can all kind of share what happens and what unfolds in these stupid challenges and kind of build that community back up again. To go along with that, my next resolution is that I want to share my writing more. I want to share my process more. I want to have people involved in my writing a little bit more. So that means critique groups, writing groups, just people that I can send my writing to and get really constructive feedback on. And that kind of just goes along with wanting to grow as an author. And I know that I can't do that unless I'm sharing my work. So that is another resolution of mine, is to share my writing. Okay, this next resolution is definitely no small ask. I think it's going to be the biggest challenge for me. I definitely am a little concerned about it, but it's the one that I'm most excited for. And that is, I am going to write something, whether that be a novel, a short story, a piece of flash fiction, in every genre. Well, maybe not every genre, but every major genre I'm going to attempt to write in. And that means that I'm going to have to majorly step out of my comfort zone to write like a murder mystery, also fluffy romance, also dark dystopian, everything. I want to cover all of my bases, and I want to create something in every genre that is going to push myself and push my writing and push my thinking and my process. And I really just want to explore all of the different genres that are out there, because for all I know, I could be an absolute detective murder mystery writer right now and I would have no idea, because all I've written is like new adult YA stuff. So I want to broaden my horizons, I want to expand my thinking, and I'm going to challenge myself to write something in every genre. My next resolution, and this one has been a resolution of mine for probably every single year since I was in high school, and that is that I would like to journal at least once a week. Just journal, nothing crazy. Just write down what happened that week, my thoughts, my feelings, literally nothing crazy. I want to journal once a week. The reason this has been a resolution of mine every single year is because I failed to do so, and I have not yet formed the habit of doing it. I started out really strong in 2020. I wrote every single day, or almost every single day I journaled. in like the month of January and a little bit of February, and then things dropped off really quickly, and my last entry I think was from like April. So I'm the worst journaler in the world, but looking back on it, I think is really helpful and really fun, and I wish that I was better at it. So maybe if I have all of these other writing-centric resolutions, then I will be able to make journaling happen for myself. Who's to say? But that's just a fun one. I need to journal. All of these resolutions can be completely encompassed by this last one, and that is my goal is to write every single day in the year 2021. That doesn't necessarily mean I have to write like 1,000 words or 2,000 words. It can be a sentence. It can be a paragraph. It can be a chapter. Anything. I just need to write every single day, and it doesn't matter what it's about. I just need to make sure that I am putting words on the page every single day and making sure that I am staying fresh, staying on top of it, and getting my ideas out there. I don't think this is going to be too much of a challenge for me. I already basically write every single day, but I'm really going to challenge myself and push myself to do this. I think doing this is going to foster some really great writing for me. I think it's going to be a reminder that I don't need to write a ton every single day. I can write a sentence and still be good. Even if it's just jotting down some ideas and not really fleshing anything out, I'm going to write every single day, and I'm really excited about this. I've already kind of done this a few times this past year. I wrote every single day in the summer when I was on lockdown and finishing up my novel. We did this every day for NaNoWriMo, so in theory, it's not too much of a challenge, but it's just a good reminder of myself to make sure that I'm always putting words on the page, always getting my thoughts down, and seeing where that takes me. All right, those are all of my writing resolutions. I do have other resolutions, but that's like, you know, working out 3 times a week and all that stuff, which is a lot more boring than writing. So these are all of my writing specific resolutions, and I am very excited to actually do these this year. I'm gonna have to rely on you guys to hold me accountable. I'm gonna have to rely on my friends to hold me accountable, because I know that left to my own devices, I'll probably drop half of these within the next couple of months. But if you guys are here telling me to keep up with it, then that might just help me out a little bit. I would love to hear your guys' resolutions. Tell me what your writing resolutions are. Tell me what your non-writing resolutions are. I want to hear it all. If you're not already on the Discord, then we can chat about them in the Discord. I know Dan, I think, has already posted that he wants to write 365,000 words in the year 2021, and I'm like, you know what, God bless you. Have fun with all of that. But yeah, we're chatting about it in the Discord. I want to hear about it in the comments, so let me know what your plans are. Be on the lookout for those live writing challenges. I will be posting them on my channel once we figure out some dates and all of that. The Discord is linked below, and is that everything? I think so. I just want to wrap up 2020 by saying thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey. I started this channel in September of 2020, and here we are. I've got this awesome community of writers and young individuals, and this has just been the best experience, so much fun. So I'm really grateful to have you guys, and I am so excited to jump into 2021 with you guys and keep writing, keep going strong, sharing our work with each other, sharing our books that we write and read and all of that. It's gonna be great. So thank you for being here. I hope you all have a wonderful start to your new year, and I will see you in 2021. If you are not already, then go ahead and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Comment below, tell me what your writing resolutions are. And yeah, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day. Now go write something.